So today I will be showing you my Trap Cyber Dragon deck profile. I've recently came first place in a meta tournament with this deck against powerful matchups such as Dragoon Eldlik and Dogmatica in Shadal Invoked. This is my favorite deck of all time and I've been playing it for a very long time, so trust me when I say that this is the best, most powerful, and most consistent version of Cyber Dragons. Without further ado, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of my favorite Cyber Dragon card. So yeah, what's my favorite Cyber Dragon card? Comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so this is my take on the Cyber Dragon Trap deck. I've been playing this deck for a really long time by now, and yeah, I came first place with this deck very recently. In this past Saturday, I was playing the tournament, came first place with it, and it performed absolutely amazing. I'm very satisfied with this deck and the ratios, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first off, we are running one copy of Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon at more than one is just a waste of space in the deck because it's just really bricky. And having more than one of this card is just so unnecessary because also you're not running machine duplication, which is also a terrible brick. So one Cyber Dragon is just the perfect ratio. You really don't want more than one in this deck. We have triple Cyber Dragon Core over here. Core, if you can resolve Core's effect, then you gain so much advantage. It's good going first, going second, late game, early game, at any point. Core is just always absolutely broken. Not to mention that it has an amazing graveyard effect where if your opponent has like a monster and you can just banish it and summon any Cyber Dragon directly from your deck for free. This card is nuts, and yeah, if you're not running this card at 3, then you're not playing Cyber Dragons in my opinion. Triple Cyber Dragon Hers. Hers is a really busted card. It lets you gain advantage, and with Rampage, this card literally lets you search Core. This card's great. I do think 3 is the perfect ratio for it. I don't think that cutting it down to 2 is good. Like, you can for sure. I just much prefer 3. I find that having 3 is like just really good in general in the deck. One of Cyber Dragons, we have one Nasher, one Dry, and one Veer. Nasher is amazing for reviving and when you need an extender. I love this card at 1. Dry makes you not have to run Galaxy Soldier, which is really useful, so you don't run 2 more dead cards in the deck, and it's great late game. And Veer chain blocks your core, and it's a free extender, which is really good. Next up, we have the one Jizukiru. Jizukiru in the main deck, I know is not a lot of people love this, but I do think that being searchable and it's an inherit out to Dragoon and stuff like that, I do think it is quite good, so I do like running this card at 1. One Dino Wrestler, Pinkertops. Pinkertops is also very good because this is a going second deck, and I believe that it just helps you break so many boards, and it definitely does deserve a spot in the deck. Next up, we have triple Cyber Emergency. Cyber Emergency is obviously your searcher for the deck. If they negate the activation, you pitch a card, add it back to hand, and then you can just activate it again, which is really good. This card is absolutely amazing, and obviously mandatory 3 of because you want to see core as much as possible, and this card helps you do that. One Repair Plant searches you your Jizukiru and basically any light machine monster when you have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. Really good. And also late game, I guess the resource effect, the shuffle back, does come up. One Cyberload Fusion. Cyberload Fusion is amazing, being able to fusion someone from your banished or field by shuffling back. You can search it off of core and it's a quick play, which is really useful. And of course you can send it off of Anaconda, which is also quite good. We have one Overload Fusion. Overload Fusion is also insane because basically it's much better than Cyberload, even though it is a normal spell card. It banishes from field or grave and fusion summons. This card is absolutely broken, and I feel like any Cyber Dragon deck, Trap or OTK, doesn't matter, needs to run Overload Fusion. And then onto some power one-ofs. We have one Raigeki and one Harpy's Feather Duster. This is a personal choice. I do like having one of these cards. I find that sacking them off the top is just really good, and I have resources to account for cards like this. I really do like these cards at one of each, obviously, because they're both limited. On to the trap cards, we have triple Cybernetic Overflow. Cybernetic Overflow is a non-targeting, no-cost removal, which is really busted, that you can search off of core. Got an ultra printing, which is pretty cool, but yeah, I really love this card, and when it's popped, you can add any Cyber Spell trap card from your deck to your hand, which comes up so much. Onto our next trap card, we have triple Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike is absolutely broken. It's better than Judgment and better than Warning, just because it can hit monster effects. Monster effects are just obviously the best to hit with Strike. It's just really busted. Next, we have kind of a main deck tech that I personally like. We have triple evenly matched in the main deck. This is a blind second deck. You are, obviously, as I said, blinding second, so having evenly matched is really, really cool, especially if you can't OTK. This card just helps you shred through your opponent's boards and then set up like 5 backer or something, and then your opponent's basically dead. They can't do anything more. I do like having this card at 3 in the main deck. Triple Crackdown. Crackdown is obviously insane. If you time Crackdown right, it just ends your opponent's turn, and I like having this card at 3 just because it's so universal and powerful in the game. Triple Paleozoic Dynamiscus. So this is a big trap lineup, as you can see, but Dynamiscus is also very, very good because it just banishes, and I find banishing is way better than destroying, and not many cards do that, and yeah, it's a free trap monster as well, so I do really, really, really like having this card at 3. Double Compulsory Evacuation Device. Compulse is a very, very powerful card. It's very underrated as well. I do quite like having it. Double Dogmatic Punishment. Punishment is also a great card because you do have your end test and stuff like that, and it's just a great generic trap card I feel like to be running. And finally, you have the one Unending Nightmare. Unending Nightmare is a great card. Yeah, just continuous, and you can pop your own Overflow with it. You can pop your opponent's Meltdown with it. It just does a lot. I really, really like this card, and I do think that in testing, it is very, very powerful and worth it to be running. And great spell and trap removal, as I said. That is it for the main deck, 40 card main deck. Onto the extra deck, we have one Infinity along with the one Nova. Very, very standard. You don't need more than this. 1 and 1 is perfect. Yeah, I make this like kind of often. I don't really try to go for it, but when I can, I'll make it, I guess. But yeah, they're both really nice cards. This card just lets you OTK. This card steals and negates. Really great cards. Onto our fusion monsters, we have one Cybernetic Fortress Dragon. Fortress is obviously insane against any machine matchup, and you can contact fuse with your own card sometimes if you really need to push for damage. Really, really great card. Double Cybernetic Mega Fleet Dragon. Mega Fleet can contact fuse with the extra monster zone. This card's great. It's also an out to Dragoon because if you can contact fuse with their Anaconda and any monster you have in the extra monster zone, then you can instantly make a 3600 attack Mega Fleet and beat over the Dragoon, which is really, really cool. This card's great though. We have double Cybernetic Rampage Dragon. Rampage is really, really busted. You OTK almost every single game with this card. This is your game ender, this is your win condition. Cybernetic Rampage Dragon is, well, it's absolutely busted, especially with Anaconda. Insanely powerful card. Spawn trap removal. It adds you core from deck to hand by sending hers and core. Adds you literally whatever you need. It's just such a broken card. We have one end test to send off of punishment and pop, and then this is like a personal thing. You can run a second end test and end test instead of this. One Cyber Turning Dragon, basically you can banish it from your grave and have protection on your machine fusion monsters until the end of the turn, which is really, really cool. It's just like blanket protection on them. But the funny thing is it has 4000 defense, so if you really, really want, you can make it in defense position and just sit on it, which is pretty funny. But I do like this card at 1. Definitely you can cut it for another end test though. Onto the Link monsters, we have the one Owl Mirage. Owl Mirage is busted, just a 1-card combo with core. Linkuriboh is a lot less people are running Linkuriboh. I do still like this, and I find myself making it quite a bit, so I do like having the one Linkuriboh, even though it's a bit controversial. One Relinquish to Anima. Anima is obviously just really, really powerful. I do like Anima quite a bit, and yeah, when Anima comes up, you're usually winning the game. Onto our Link 2 monsters, we have the one Cyber Dragon Seeger. Seeger obviously is busted. A lot of decks actually can't even inherently out Seeger, and you can just use Seeger's effect and damage step if they're attacking you, and just boost your Rampage, makes 12,600. Just a really great card. One Puzzle Amino Drop and Deleter. Obviously, shout out to Yassine. This is his tech card over here. Really great card. It comes up quite a bit. It just lets you do stuff with hands that shouldn't be able to do stuff, and that's why you're running this card. Great card. And finally, we have probably the best Link monster in the deck. We have the one Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Anaconda lets you win games when you shouldn't be able to win games. It lets you OTK absolutely so easily, and because of this card, this deck can OTK just as much as the OTK version of Cyber Dragons. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of my take on the deck, and of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright guys, peace.